Hey guys and gals, it's Dr. Marcy, and as promised, we're going to do a video about your vagus nerve. So I'm just going to share my presentation here. Very basic presentation, but let's get into it. So when we're talking about supporting health of the gallbladder, health of your stomach, digestion, etc., one of the things that we have to consider is the vagus nerve, and the vagus nerve is a cranial nerve, but it also supports all of your basically sympathetic responses. So rest, digestion, heart rate, breathing rate, etc. And it controls 2/3 of gallbladder function. The other third is controlled by nerves from the neck, C3, 4, and 5. So it connects to the brain, connects the brain to organs like the heart, lungs, and stomach. It controls involuntary muscle functions like heart rate and digestion, and it is vital for your overall health. And the vagus nerve helps slow your heart rate, controls breathing rate to become lower as well, and aids in the peristaltic movement in digestion, and again helps that gallbladder appropriately empty and contract. It also has an influence on your immune system and helps support the immune system by supporting adrenal health and health of the liver. If you're under too much stress, you can reduce vagal function or vagal tone, and it leads to things like the feeling of anxiety, poor digestion, and inflammation throughout the system. And that poor digestion can lead to memory dysfunction, mood disorders, and it can also lead to a lot of inflammation. Managing your stress supports vagus nerve health. And there are some different ways that you can support your vagus nerve health. One of them is the ResiMax tool, and I have one, so I'm just going to stop sharing for a moment to show you guys this tool. If I can stop sharing. So this tool comes with two different attachments, this soft plastic head. One of the great ways to use this, one of the most accessible places of the vagus nerve is here. Just my collarbone is here. This is my collarbone. Just above that, I'm going to turn on the device. And just the simple act of creating some vibration here can be helpful. You can run different programs on here. You can increase the intensity of the vibration, and you can do both sides. So you would spend a couple minutes doing the one side, a couple more minutes doing the other side. Other places where you can use this, they have an attachment now that also goes inside the mouth, and stimulation inside the mouth can be helpful. You can hit parts of other cranial nerves that come close to the vagus nerve through different points on the face and also through the forehead. If we turn this off and we attach this other piece here, I will say these attachments are a little hard to get on and off, but that is because the device vibrates and we don't want it to fall off. And then we're just going to tighten this up. I'm going to put these so that I can access the vagus nerve both sides at the same time. And again, I can run a program that helps do that. And it creates either a soothing or a stimulation, and helps you reset that. You could also take these paddles and put them inside the mouth and do a similar thing. You can put them at different points on the head. And we did use this device as well when my husband had Bell's palsy and we were hitting some of the points related to the facial nerve. And we were able to recover his Bell's palsy completely in 6 weeks. So this device is pretty handy to have. I will have links in the show notes so that you can look at that. Just in case I am a new affiliate with this company, I've had this device for 4 years. I'm a new affiliate with the company. I do make $25 per sale of those, but they are a great thing. And the other device that I'm going to talk about is red light therapy, and I recommend this as well. And you've heard me talk about this for a multitude of reasons. There is research that this company, who is Colorado-based, mom and pop shop, has done with the Veterans Clinic here in Colorado, and they are using it to reduce PTSD with some breath work. So it is a red light therapy device. It is very flexible. You can see here it's rolled up in a ball. We would just undo this, and I just dropped the charger. You would spend 5 minutes doing deep breathing with this red light therapy device plugged into the wall and turned on, or using they have a battery pack charger. You could use the battery pack charger, and you can travel with us, and it can help with breathing techniques to reduce the level of stress and help reset your vagal tone. So this is another great option. Again, I do have an affiliation with this company, but this device, we don't travel without it because it's also great for sports injuries. It's great for chronic pain. So it's a device that we use in our home all the time, especially with teenage boys who are involved in sports. So that goes in the lacrosse bag, in the swim bag, and when I travel, it goes with me as well. So those two devices are great options for helping with vagus nerve. And then if we just go back to sharing the screen, so you can see the vagus nerve comes out. It comes from a bundle of nerves in the neck. The easiest place again to access it is right at that collarbone. And then the devices, red light therapy, the Resi Max, those are two devices that you can use. Let's talk about some non-financial uses that you have as well. Some of the best things you can do for activating your vagus nerve. If you take your tongue and you put it on the roof of your mouth just behind your front two teeth, just like this, and you let it be flat like that, not contracted. Some people will do that motion and they do this, and the tongue is very tight. We want it to be flat and open. And then you close your lips and hum as loud as you can. And trying to change the tone of that helps to change vagal tone, which can help your body reset over time. Singing, if you're a person who likes to sing in the shower, and do it as loud as possible, it helps reset your vagal tone. We've done some stuff with deep breathing before on my TikTok channel and on my YouTube channel, where you're doing what's called box breathing, and you want to start with a couple of minutes of doing 4 for a breath in, 4 for a hold, 4 for a breath out, 4 for a hold. And then you increase to 6, increase to 8, increase to 10. If you can get to 12, do 12, and come back down that ladder and go to 2. So in for 2, hold for 2, out for 2, hold for 2. And 2 minutes in each position. Harvard research actually showed that if you do that twice a day, just that ladder, you can actually reduce your blood pressure by 10 points. One that people don't like to think about is crying. Crying is a great emotional release for the nervous system, and it allows the vagus nerve to calm down and reset. So that is a really great way. There are different essential oils. Lavender is the one that's most commonly thought of for calming, but really, truly, one of the ones that I go to all the time when I am stressed is a smell called Arbo Vitae. It smells like you're working in a wood shop, and for me, that scent is very soothing. Some people would say that rose oil is a very soothing scent. For me, that is not one I find soothing. It actually promotes anger in my body. So just because I say something in an essential oil is designed to do this, it doesn't mean it's designed to do that for your body because you are a unique individual. You are your own person, and we want to make sure that we respect that. So trying different essential oils, that can be helpful. There is a large link between olfaction and calming down the system. And it again depends on what that is for you. One of the most calming smells that I've actually found that I truly enjoy is pipe tobacco. For some reason, that smell just makes me happy. So find a smell that relaxes your body, but is not having you bring in anything toxic to the system. One more thing that people have asked me in the past before, and I have said, yes, absolutely use this. And actually, Resimax even now has an attachment where you could put it in the mouth. Um, Using your Sonicare Oral-B, whatever electronic toothbrush to stimulate the entire mouth can help vagal nerve tone, but also the one that no one likes to do. You've heard the saying, if you're not brushing your tongue and making yourself gag, are you really even brushing your tongue? That is because the act of making yourself gag to the point where you're not creating vomiting, but that you are creating your gag reflex to be engaged actually helps stimulate the vagus nerve to calm down and reset. If you are someone who can tolerate that, getting yourself to a point where you can do that every day for about 20 times, morning and night, will definitely help reset your vagus nerve. There are studies that show how vagus nerve stimulation benefits mood and digestion. This includes function of the stomach, of the sphincter where the stomach meets the esophagus, of the gallbladder, of the pancreas, and throughout the entire small and large intestine. When you keep your vagus nerve healthy, you improve overall health and well-being, and that comes straight from the Cleveland Clinic. So it's very much a time where we need to stop thinking that the hustle and bustle is normal and start remembering that the goal is to have points in our day where we have completely relaxed states without being asleep. This is going to improve your overall well-being and your longevity. The vagus nerve is crucial for every body function. I mean, if you think about being stressed and how you start breathing through your shoulders as opposed to through your diaphragm, just even that act of focusing on breathing through the diaphragm can help calm down the vagus nerve. But if you get tightness in your diaphragm, it also changes function in how your mouth moves. So the tongue, the diaphragm, the pelvic floor, and this is important for men and women, because if you end up with too much tightness in the pelvic floor, you can cut off blood flow to important tissues and create things like erectile dysfunction and an orgasm for women. So we need to make sure that we are supporting all of that. And then that is also, believe it or not, connected to foot health and the position and posture of your foot health. So all of those things are connected. We want to make sure that we are supporting vagus nerve function for overall body health. When we're thinking about function of the vagus nerve, we also want to be aware of our posture because the posture does play a role. And that posture allows us for better breathing, it allows for better digestion, and it allows us to have more confidence throughout the day. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section. You can also email me. I will have links to different things that you can look at, and I will also have a link to book a consultation if you feel like your health and wellness is out of being normal and what you want it to be. And if you're somebody who's been dealing with issues, particularly with digestion or your fight or flight system. As always, if you found this information valuable, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. That way you get notified every time I release a new video, and I will chat to you guys later.